Good morning everyone, welcome to Motivational Monday. Oh my goodness, my voice hasn't woken up yet. Excuse me, it's pretty early here and cold on 1.5 degrees in this lovely sunny day though. Look at it, nice and autumny. So today's Motivational Monday, we're going to chat about something that I don't even know yet. It's going to be about not knowing what we're going to chat about, if that makes any sense. So this morning I was listening while I was getting ready to Abraham Hicks, and hang on, I just want to say I hope you guys are all okay and had a nice weekend. I just dove straight in there, didn't I? I'm a little bit charged up this morning, and I think it's probably because I don't know, I've got a busy day ahead, maybe something to do with that. So I'm quite sort of charged and I need to just take a breather and just relax. And this is kind of where we're going with this video, which I've sort of touched on that for a little while now. That subject has been quite poignant, is that the correct word? I'm not sure. Whoa, look at that sun, how gorgeous. We're going to change lights in a minute, so don't worry. Again, if you're new to Motivational Monday, I'll just let you know these are raw and unedited chatty videos where we talk about things that might thought-provoke you. So anyway, this morning I was listening to Abraham Hicks while I was getting ready, and I've got loads on today. It's really early in the morning, I've got loads to do. And I thought, how can I make Motivational Monday today really interesting? What can I say? What's going to be inspiring? And I really overthought it, which is something that I can do sometimes. And when you overthink things, it's almost like you're trying too hard and then you're going to give off a negative vibration. So I hope that makes sense, because that's really powerful stuff. So it's almost like when we was trying for the babies, people used to say, and you will know, either you might have said it yourself or you'll know somebody, like, oh, just stop trying, stop thinking about it and it will happen. And you know, every time someone says that, you could clonk them, because you try doing that, that's near on impossible. But the thing is, it gives off the desperation of wanting that child, gives off a negative vibration. So the desperate bit needs to go and the overthinking bit needs to go, and you need to kind of let it flow a bit more. So this morning Esther Hicks / Abraham Hicks was talking something about your inner guidance system. So you've got an inner guidance system. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I think if you can tune into that, and you generally know, it's gut feeling, you know, there's so many ways, so many things you can call it. If you've got your inner guidance system activated and listen to it, because it's not always easy to just listen to it, as well as not having that air of desperation or the negative vibe that goes with it, you can like let it flow far, far easier. So that's kind of like why I struggled this morning to find my Motivational Monday subject, is that it was just too much thinking went into it. So had I just sort of woken up, maybe written down something when I was inspired, or thought about how I was feeling. I mean, that when you're waking up in the morning thing is just incredible, isn't it? You know, you get that, you wake up and you think something or you feel something, and then you try and recall it at the breakfast table to tell your family, whether it be like a dream you was having or something like that, and it's nearly impossible because it's kind of gone, that moment's gone and that flow is gone. And I shared something on my Instagram stories recently, a Peter Pan quote, and I can't remember what it said, but it's something like that moment between dreaming and being awake is where I think of you, or something like that. And you know that, do you ever get that, like you've got an exciting day coming up, you know you've got an exciting day coming up, and as you wake up you get a minute where you think, what is that about today? Or it could even be about a bad thing where you're dreading it, what is it about today? And then it's not clear, and then suddenly it becomes clear and you're like, oh yeah, it's that. So yeah, so that's quite interesting. And yeah, so I don't know really, it's just about really trying to tune in to what you're feeling and what you're thinking, because that's kind of where I'm at as well. And I think if you don't, and it's so easy not to because practical life gets in the way, when you don't think about it, it's just, or when you don't listen to it, I should say, not think about, when you don't listen to it and you know it's the wrong thing and you think, oh, I should do it, you know, maybe it's an obligation to somebody. So someone's invited you around and you really don't want to go, and you're not even sure why sometimes, but you just really don't want to go, but you think, oh, I've got to. I mean, unless it's like your grandma or something, but even then, with law of attraction, they sort of say you shouldn't be around that negative vibe. You know, if you can limit the amount of time you spend, even with family members who really, really pull you down and zap your energy and give you negative stuff all the time, try and limit that if you can. So I hope that makes some sense, and I hope it's giving you something to go off and put into practice, and I hope you all have an absolutely lovely week. This has been it's a crazy week for me in my diary this week. I've got so much to do, so much going on, which is all good. There's none of it is not good, so that's excellent. I'm hoping to spend a little bit more time writing this week, but I don't know where I'm going to squeeze that all in. I've also got a mammoth haircut for Harley and a mammoth hospital appointment in relation to my AS. I'll talk about that quickly, if I can do that without getting emotional. So I was given 3 months to try and turn things around using natural methods of diet and exercise, and I've been completely on it. I have been focused like a machine, and I believe that I've made loads of inroads into my pain. What they're going to do next, I don't know, to assess how I've done, but this is the appointment where they're going to discuss. They wanted to, if I couldn't make any improvements, they wanted to discuss put me on some medication, which is going to be life-changing and life-altering as well. They're kind of likened to chemotherapy, and obviously you can see why I said, please don't just give me that, let me try. And because of my beliefs and my knowledge around the nutrition and science and all that sort of stuff, I know that chronic diseases like this can be massively helped by lifestyle. I believe that it's been massively helped, but there's a few things, and again, see, this is relating to the video that I might have tuned into. I've got a new click in my neck when I exercise, and my neck's never given me any pain, but they've said the AS is right the way up my entire spine into the neck and both the hips. So yeah, big appointment coming on there on the 1st, whenever that is, so it's coming up. So I'm nervous about that, but I've got to just be positive, because I know it's not even like, oh, I believe or I'm convinced or whatever. I know what I've done has helped massively. I know that, and if I can just carry on at this level, or even crank it up a bit more, because I think there's always a little bit of room for improvement. So yeah, so I'm on it, and I'm probably not going to get to the gym today actually, because oh god, yeah, actually this week is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Perfect example of how to try and squeeze things in and turn it around and make it positive. But anyway, so that's my news. I seem a little bit somber today, and I'm not at all, quite the opposite. Things have been really good. So we had a brilliant week last week for the twins' birthday. I did make a little vlog. It's not going to make a whole lot of sense, but I might try and edit that today and see if I can get it up, because it was quite funny. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to bid you a happy Monday, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Don't know when that'll be, but for sure it'll be at least next Monday. Anyway, as always, leave a message in the comments. Let me know what you're up to, what you're doing, and leave a little hashtag down there saying, what should we say? Orange. Hashtag orange, because I've just seen an orange sign over there, and that's as random as they get. Okay guys, I'm off to work now, and I will look forward to seeing you later. Bye for now.